Positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate, set a delay between messages, hide or put people in timeout, manage messages held for review, add moderators to your channel. Learn more. Oh, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Okay, I gotta flip my camera around. And you can't really see nothing. Flip it back around this way. I don't know what that is. At least 1 minute of videos needs to start highlight. Retouch, create highlight, green screen. I don't need to green screen. Okay, I'm sorry, I just looked like I could see straight through there, and I was wondering if someone can see straight through here to me. Lighting. Relight on, what is that? Don't know what I'm doing. And I'm not talking to anyone. So, I think I am just gonna leave this on and do what I need to do right now, which is finish cleaning up my damn van so I can get ready for bed for the night. At night. Boom. Boom. Alright. And plug. Boom. Alright. Just give me the light. No one. Not bad. Still need to work on stuff. Getting better though. Let's see. I don't really get to see myself much, so guess it's not bad. Alright. This shit is atrocious. And I want to psychologically be in a better place by the time I wake up tomorrow. My arms still look fat here. How much I train these bad boys. It's kind of disappointing. Huh. Oh shit, there's a person. Hi, person. This is my, third time ever going live with this channel. Oh, wait. How do I see comments? Boom. Chat filter. Okay. I don't see anything on there. I don't know how it works. 22? That's gotta be fake right now. That can't be real. That can't be real. I'm gonna assume that that's not real. That there's not 22. Maybe 22 views? Does anybody know how live works? I've never actually lived before. I actually look kind of buff. You need to keep going with that shit. You just need to start fasting. Alright, so if you're sticking around, please leave a comment, because I'm not seeing any comments, and I don't know exactly how YouTube Live works at all. So the more you comment, the more you interact, the more I understand about this process. And honestly, I think I'd rather spend Friday night doing lives than going out and drinking. I'm not exactly a drinker, so please do feel right at home hanging out with me in my van. Hey, there's a comment. How goes it, Muriel Rain? How is your Friday evening going? Oh god, there's still like vegetable oil on there. I need to clean. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Hello Muriel, how's your evening going? I can't tell. There was like 22 people in here, but evidently I'm not popular enough. Ignore all of this. This is from doing solar on my van. Oh, it's morning there? Where are you at? What part of the world do you hail from? Hey, Philippines. I was actually supposed to freaking visit the Philippines some time ago. I hear that the nightlife is actually really good in the Philippines, and my brother was telling me about it while he was active duty military in Seoul, Korea. So he was like, dude, we get the chance to go on vacation somewhere, Philippines. Says the most beautiful woman in the world. I'm in California, United States, California, San Bernardino, California, to be more precise. I am probably like an hour away from Los Angeles, part of the Inland Empire. Oh my god, I had company in here the other day and she just like spilled. I don't even want to talk about it. She's an interesting person. But yeah, I'm in San Bernardino, California. It's a great place to be. It's like you're close to Los Angeles, but you're not too close to Los Angeles. You're close to Hollywood, but not too close to Hollywood. It's like you're close to the beach, but you're not right at the beach, so you don't have all those crazy beach prices. I haven't worn this thing in freaking probably like a year. I just want to put it on because I haven't worn it in so long. But yeah, I think I'm in a good spot. How's my audio? Can you hear me decently? And this is why I never wore it. It's too hard to wear this with glasses. So I never wore it. What do you mean by destiny? I don't believe in destiny, Muriel. I believe that you control what happens in your life. And if you allow some fake, false God that doesn't exist, another person who has no real control over you, or just yourself, if you, hold on, let me take this off, because this is stupid anyway. If you allow yourself to be convinced that it's not for you, then it won't happen. You're already defeating yourself. I just saw a mosquito that's been bugging me for like a day and a half, and he must have known I was gonna murder him because he disappeared very quickly. Where did he go? Come back, buddy. Show me where you're at. Okay, he's gone. Oh, hell yeah. Freaking... I've been in the van for about, Okay, I've owned the van since, like, 2016, I want to say. 2015, 2016. Yes, I live alone in the van. It's not set up. I kind of want to show you the rest of the van, but it's actually pretty bad right now, which is why I'm living. I'm like trying to purge and clean so it doesn't look homeless in here. You get me? But definitely live in the van alone, and I prefer it that way. Like it's better this way because having a girlfriend, like, there's other accommodations that I'd have to make. So like the last person I was dating, she had her own place, but she kind of took away my ability to live in my space, and that was very uncomfortable. Oh yeah, definitely. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the most dangerous thing out here, okay? And it may not look that dangerous. Okay, that looks horrible. That looks bad. That doesn't look good. But certain angles it looks good. But yeah, trust me, I'm safe. I'm freaking I grew up out here too. Like I know what kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, exactly. Freaking so yeah, I know what kind of crazy's out here, and I'm more than enough to handle the type of crazy that I'll encounter out here. Like the type of people who are genuinely dangerous aren't the type of people who would mess with me because like A, I don't want to say game recognizes game, but that's pretty much what it is. B, nobody wants problems like that. I don't want problems like that. They don't want problems like that. Uh, you have to find somebody mentally ill, and if they're mentally ill, they're not in good shape, generally speaking. If they're on drugs, they're not in good shape either. So here in America, you got to be like, you have to have a victim mentality to really be a victim. Like I hate to say it like that. Like you have to be scared that something's going to happen to you, but if you're just like conspicuous, you're out there. Yes, I do. I'm a mobile mechanic, so that's why I'm actually doing the van life thing right now. I'm trying to see as much of the country as I can from the safety and comfort of my van. And the van life thing and YouTube are supposed to pay for modifications for the van, which she definitely needs. Um, and gas, and freaking regular maintenance parts. So that way she can be, awesome. Every time I see that headliner, it drives me crazy. I feel like I can make it look less ugly for YouTube. It's probably something I'm going to put on the to-do list for tomorrow. Do you work in the Philippines? I thought it was fairly easy to get over. Oh, well, with Trump in office, I guess everything's hard right now, huh? I was going to say, freaking. I know a lot of people who are from the Philippines over here. I figured it wouldn't be too hard to get over here. But like I said, Trump's in office, and he's just kind of screwing everything up, to say it nicely. I'm trying not to be exclusive to people. I do have clients who are Trump supporters, and I feel like being mean to them doesn't work. Being a friend who can jab at them seems to be more effective, because otherwise they just turn you completely off, and then you can't get anywhere with them at all. What does that say? Not so easy here. Lots of people judging, even not knowing anything. Like lots of people in the Philippines are judging, or lots of people in the States judging. Did I say Rain? Your last name is Rianne. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing. This is tobacco, completely legal. Don't flag me. It's mostly tobacco. And I've been out of weed for a while, so. Oh, we got another person. I thought it was supposed to say so and so has entered the chat, blah, blah, blah. You should like my stream, Muriel. Like and share. Let's see if we can get a little crowd. Get a little Dan crowd in here. Crowd for Dan the man. No, you're going back to work? Don't leave me, Miriam. No one else is here. Alright. Enjoy work. Deuces. You didn't hear that. That was actually something falling. So yeah. Boom. Alright. Deuces. Enjoy work. Let's see if we can get more people. I'm just gonna stick around here. See what happens. I wonder how many people does it take to actually get super chats. Thank you for visiting, Muriel. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna start trying to get on every Friday night. I'm gonna start trying to get on every night. If I could live every night and actually have some success doing that, I think I am gonna do it. Oh, it's back up to 2. Nice. Ooh. Don't watch me. I'm not trying to be a bad influence if you're too young. If you're under the age of 21 and you don't live in Colorado where marijuana is legal, don't watch. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Quick trick. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Immediately. Everybody's gone. Alright. I need to start working out. Start freaking focusing on that shit more. And this fucking... I noticed that my side chest pose is actually quite awful. Oh god. Oh god, that's just quite awful altogether. I'm just getting fat. Okay, side chest pose. Boom. Boom. I think they say put your hands together like that and then push. And smile. You're always supposed to... Ooh, that hurt. You're always supposed to smile. Empty. Why so empty? We're gonna see if I can rival Hassan Piker's numbers. How do I look fat and fit at the same time? Like, it's almost like an oxymoron. Okay, so... Okay, well, no one's watching right now, so... I guess I could just be quiet. I don't need to talk. I can just, start cleaning up this van, because it looks freaking horrible in here. And I keep thinking about this lady friend of mine, and I'm pretty sure she ain't trying to hang out anytime soon, or ever again, which is fine. I just need to focus on me, making myself better, and doing something decent for me. So, what is that going to be tonight? Tonight, that is your bed, clothes, need to go under your freaking bed, and having a clear place to sleep tonight. I don't want to be fighting with anything in my bed tonight. So, maybe you guys should be facing my bed. It'd be real nice if I could have it over here facing the opposite direction. I need to fix that. Car charger. There's so much shit that needs to go somewhere. This needs to be cleaned by tomorrow. I'm gonna be able to use my son. Empty. Like my soul empty. Was that fucking today? Did she come over today? No. That was yesterday. Okay, so I'm tripping. I wonder. How can I get just a bit more? I need to start training. That's what I need to do. I need to start working on shoulders. Look pretty good. But rear fucking. Oh god, I have no rear delt. There is no real rear delt at all anymore. Oh, that is tragic. So, I'm not sure who just got in here, but you caught me like I van life and I don't have access to mirrors, so I'm not crazy or super conceited or anything like that. I just don't have the ability to see myself, so this is kind of unusual for me. I don't lie very often, and ignore my retarded tattoo. Stupid tattoo. Dude, I have no rear delts. What happened? What happened to me? I gained 20 pounds at the end of last year, getting with crazy girls that love feeding people. Yeah, okay. This needs more work. This needs way more work. I put all that development into upper chest and you can barely see anything there. I feel like I should be doing push-ups. Well, I should be doing push-ups, but I'm not going to do push-ups right now. I'm going to clean up my space because my van looks atrocious right now. It looks homeless in here. So, I want to clean that up. Also, I think I'm going to go on a 7-day fast because I like more definition than this. And I used to have freaking properly developed biceps where you could see both the short and long head on the bicep, and I don't have that anymore. And after getting there, after working that hard to get there, it's really depressing to not be there anymore. I need to do something about this lighting. Nope, that's awful. That's better. I just don't like how it does the stupid shit with my glasses. I have a ring light. Where is that? I don't have anywhere to mount it. Let's see if we can make something happen. YouTube. Boom. So this is what we're focusing on tonight. I'm cleaning all this crap off of my bed today. The chupacabra. Right there. Boom. Who needs Iron Man when you have El Chupacabra? And if you're wondering why I'm calling that El Chupacabra, that's the name of the helmet, just in case you're interested in it. I think I got that on eBay from my moped, which I don't have anymore because people do stupid things. Oh no. I need to fast. I just fasted 5 days too. And I just feel like freaking it wasn't enough. Okay. I can stay productive. I don't need you guys to keep me productive yet. I can stay productive all on my own. I'm a big boy. I can do big boy things. This light can go off. Let's try not to. Hey, that's a little bit better. It's Friday, and I'm broke. It's Friday, and I'm broke. What is this feature? Retouch. Oh, wow. I look slightly better. Turn that off. We gotta keep it grainy and bad. Because looking bad is looking good. Yeah, see that? That annoys me. No one's on here. So what are the settings on this thing? Screw green screen, green screen, green screen. We don't need that. Why would I hide the live video? What would that do for me or my audience? Muriel. Add as moderator, put user intent, hide this channel. Okay. Well, I'm learning. I'm learning. Learning. Yeah, you can barely see what that says. Well, I don't have to sit here and record. I can sit here and be productive as well as set a few other things up for my benefit right now. Yeah, I figure if I do this more often, life may be more interesting. I may actually start doing this just for getting my ass out there. Needing to do lives for a while. Okay, these are all clean. Okay, so morning, go for my walk, take a little trot. And I need to write down and schedule everything for tomorrow morning. Hey, we got a visitor. Howdy. Howdy, y'all. How's it going? Bro's got to start working out. Can I put like a poll or anything up? Make this a bit more interesting. Create highlight, retouch, highlight video. If I click highlight video, what does that do for me? Boom. Oh, interesting. Oh, and I can just turn it off and keep on talking to you guys. Interesting. Well, learning how that works. If you just got in here, press 4. Damn. Ooh. Brand new technology. This is what I'm starting my YouTube channel with, you guys. Bottom of the barrel. Cheapest stuff you could find on eBay. Oh shit, I did not mean to turn that on. GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition. I thought it's supposed to tell you when someone actually enters in your chat. Eee, she's actually pretty cute. Maja. How do I get people in here? It would be pretty interesting to see how I look like with versus no. With no versus with a pump. Because right now, I feel like I'm just like fat and soft. Fat and soft is like not appealing to anyone. Not appealing to anyone at all. Someone keeps popping in here. I just can't tell if it's a new person or an old person. Damn. They keep popping right back out. I need to figure out a way how to keep somebody's attention. Maybe if I wear a mask. Create. What is that? Oh my god. All. I put that on my face. Oh fuck. So yeah, this mask has been not really used in a long time. It was very mandatory in my life in 2020. But yeah, here we go. Okay. I don't know why I like this mask so much. It just kind of fits my personality a bit. So, yeah. Okay. So, I can't tell if people are just blowing through here or if they're staying or not. But, nonetheless, I feel like if I just start doing what I need to do, I'll be okay. I mean, I don't see how a dude's supposed to actually get as much attention as a female would on here, but who knows? I need water. Coffee's like super bitter. It's making me feel a little bit nauseous right now. Alright, so I need to brush my teeth. Honestly, I genuinely feel like just going to bed. Just knocking out and calling it a day. I'm not gonna lie. Freaking, I keep thinking, my days keep getting mixed up right now. I keep thinking like I had this encounter today, but I'm pretty sure that was yesterday. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell did I do today. And I feel like I didn't really do much of anything today, if I'm completely honest. And that is a disheartening feeling. It really makes me feel like I'm not being as productive as I could or should be. So, yeah. But right now, I think I just want my bed cleared off properly. I need to start finding homes for some of this stuff. I need to change my sheets because someone ruined them. I almost feel like she did it on purpose because she thought she was the only one, and come to find out she wasn't, which she shouldn't have been. So, yeah. Definitely not the case. Yeah. They always say don't go to sleep with a mask and stuff on, but pretty sure it's not that big of a deal. Okay, and that bad boy needs to go unplugged. This bad boy needs to turn off, or maybe. Boom.
Hillary. While in federal custody. Many in Trump's MAGA base, outraged that more evidence hasn't been released, are taking sides in the reported Bongino-Bondi feud. In a statement, White House spokesman Harrison Fields says President Trump has assembled a highly qualified team whose work is, quote, being carried out seamlessly and with unity, adding that any attempt to sow division within NPR News.
The president of Brazil continues to strike back against President Trump's threat to slap a 50% tariff on all goods coming into the U.S. NPR's Carrie Kahn has more on her story.
Brazil's current president, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, is not backing down.
That's my boy.
He's been giving interviews, flooding social media, and published a long letter in left-leaning major newspapers around the world. In it, Lula laments the decline of multilateralism to solve conflicts. He adds it's imperative to fortify institutions that are, quote, capable of responding to the cries of a humanity that fears for its future. Trump says Brazil will get a 50% tariff because of its prosecution of former President Jair Bolsonaro. Trump says it's a witch hunt. Friday, maybe he'll talk with Lula, but added Bolsonaro is, quote, an honest guy. Carrie Kahn, NPR News, Rio de Janeiro.
Stocks closed lower across the board on Friday, following President Trump's renewal of his trade war. Both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ closed below record highs set on Thursday. The S&P was down 0.33%, while the NASDAQ closed down 0.22%. The Dow, meanwhile, was down just over 0.6%. This is NPR News. The sector is looking to Wyoming this weekend. That's where the nation's first rare earth mine in decades is breaking ground. From Wyoming Public Radio, Caitlin Tan reports.
It's a novel concept. Ramaco Resources will mine coal in order to get to the rare minerals. CEO Randy Atkins says they bought an old coal mine back in 2011.
We figured out pretty soon that the market was shifting and it was difficult to justify economically putting in a new utility-focused thermal coal mine.
Then they realized they were sitting on large deposits of rare earth minerals, which are needed for national defense and semiconductors. Right now, China dominates the market. So the company shifted. U.S. Energy Secretary Chris Wright is in town for the groundbreaking of the rare earth mine. For NPR News, I'm Caitlin Tan in Manchester, Wyoming.
The price of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin continues to move up. On Friday, its price topped $118,000 for the first time. The record was reached as a large amount of money continues to move into spot Bitcoin ETFs. The soft U.S. dollar and the digital-friendly approach of the Trump administration has helped Bitcoin with its rapid rise. Prosecutors in France are investigating charges of alleged data tampering and fraud involving Elon Musk's social media platform X. They say police are investigating charges from earlier in the year from two government officials that the platform's algorithm is being used for foreign interference. No details into those charges, though, have been released. I'm Dale Willman, NPR News.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include American Jewish World Service, committed to the fight for human
I really wish this thing would work when I put it down, but seems like if it's not making contact with my hand, it sounds just shit.
And now my husband and I, our marriage is like amazing because we're so intentional. 89.7 ASTM.
Bring your tithe and bring your shame. Bring your guilt and bring. Don't you? It's not.
Later in the hour,
Always be much more to me.
and it reflects on the 100th anniversary of the Stokes trial, which pitted evolution and science against religion. But first, we're headed to Newburgh, New York. It's a small city about 70 miles north of New York City. And for decades, residents were unknowingly drinking water contaminated with toxic PFAS, aka forever chemicals. Now the CDC is studying the health effects of PFAS exposure in Newburgh, along with 9 other sites. Preliminary data from city residents links PFAS with high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Here to tell us more are Dr. Erin Bell, environmental epidemiologist at the University at Albany in New York, who led the Newburgh study, and Chantal Riley, a health and science reporter who's been covering PFAS for years. Welcome to Science Friday.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Okay, let's start with some definitions. When we talk about PFAS, what are we talking about?
Sure. Per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS for short, is a family of chemicals that includes anywhere from 9,000 to 12,000 separate chemicals used in manufacturing and in firefighting foam. Historically, they've been used as nonstick coating, Teflon, for example, in our cookware, also in rain or water resistant clothing, and certainly in the firefighting foam, as I mentioned. They're a concern because they tend to stay in our bodies and in the environment for a very long time. So we refer to them as persistent chemicals, and they can interrupt or interfere with our hormonal processes in our bodies.
I've also heard of PFOA and PFOS, PFOS. Do those fall under the umbrella of PFAS chemicals?
Yes, they do. And the PFOA was, in fact, the first chemical that was highlighted as a chemical of concern in the early 2000s as we started to understand the health effects related to these chemicals.
PFAS are incredibly tough. They're dubbed forever chemicals because they do not break down in the environment. So they're made up of a chain of carbon atoms that are surrounded by fluorine atoms. And so they have this carbon-fluorine bond, and it's one of the strongest bonds known in chemistry. And so this makes them resistant to heat, water, oil, grease. It makes them slippery. It makes them resistant to stains and corrosion. They're also very persistent, and researchers think they might take anywhere in the range of hundreds to thousands of years to break down in the environment. And they also some of them take years to be eliminated from the human body.
Chantal, let's talk about Newburgh. When did the PFAS contamination come to light there?
The PFAS water crisis in Newburgh was made public in and around 2016. So I was a newspaper reporter covering Newburgh at the time. So I have back to the Theater Air Base, which is about a mile outside of the city. Like other air bases and military bases around the country, PFAS were being used there in a specific kind of fire foam called AFFF. And it was used to fight fires, but it was also used to train firefighters. So there was very little information at the time about the possible health impacts of PFAS. The EPA, however, had set an advisory level of 70 parts per trillion for PFOA and PFOS combined at the time. It was not an enforceable rule. It was just a safety level that...
A warning.
Right. And so the city's main drinking water reservoir had about double that amount of PFAS. And just so you understand how toxic this stuff is, 1 part per trillion is equal to 1 drop in 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
Wow. 1 drop in 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools is 1 part per trillion, right?
Correct.
And the EPA advisory was like 70 drops in 20 Olympic swimming pools.
Correct. And so the state stepped in and built a filtration system at the city's water plant. And then later it paid for clean water from the Catskill Aqueduct to supply the city's drinking water.
Erin, you've studied this community. What have you found?
Back in 2016, when the New York State Department of Health began doing the biomonitoring, we found higher than average levels of PFOS and PFH excess in particular. And both of those are components of firefighting foam.
And you found them in people's bodies?
That's right. We found them in the blood testing in both adults and children at levels higher than what we were seeing at the national levels. When we did that biomonitoring, there was a brief survey, a health survey also administered, and we saw higher rates of high blood pressure, as well as suggested higher rates of coronary artery disease and potentially also cholesterol with the higher levels of PFOS.
Oh, God.
So this information is important because it will help us better plan and understand the data analysis we are currently conducting in the much larger study sponsored and paid for by the Centers for Disease Control.
Do we have any sense of a possible mechanism of action, how some of these chemicals might cause cardiovascular disease, for example?
With these, particularly the long-lasting or highly persistent chemicals like PFOA, PFOS, we refer to them as endocrine disruptors, meaning they interfere with our hormonal systems.
Power off.
Every week gonna make you an alcohol. You bastards. No, no. No, that's too serious of a question. Okay, I'm getting sleepy. Really sleepy. I'm gonna pass out on you guys. No one's stopping by and talking to me. It's making me feel rowdy. It's only been an hour though. I think I'm gonna start getting on here during the day. Not so easy here. Lots of people judging, even not knowing anything. Sounds like the things my lady friend was saying to me. So, how am I supposed to... Oh, I can share? Oh, snap! I didn't know that. I could share it on Snapchat? What? Snapchat. Boom. What happens if I click Snapchat? What happens if I click Snap? Okay. Okay. So, I think I've learned a lesson. Ooh. Tonight, I can share on my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Facebook. I can share on everything all at once. I need to shave. I need to brush my teeth. Okay. If I can't get the last person who comes through here to verify that there's actually a person here, and press the number 4. Comment 4. That's all I need. So I can go to bed is for one person to stop through here, comment 4. The number 4. Then I can go to bed, because then I'll understand what's going on. Just stop by and comment the number 4. That's all you gotta do. Throw me the number 4. Why 4? 4 means death in Japanese. Shine. Ohayou gozaimasu. Watashi wa Brooks Dunn desu. Hajimemashite. Bonjour, je m'appelle Dan. Comment allez-vous? Bonjour, je m'appelle Dan. Comment allez-vous? Aujourd'hui, nous travaillons avec moi dans le Bedemstar. I keep fucking up my French. Okay, I think this is gonna be a nightly thing, daily thing, weekly thing. Can I go live on DTM? Close.